Hello everyone. So I'm just popping on today to do a pre-recorded relaxation for you that you can listen back at your leisure at any time. Really useful if you're struggling to sleep at night, just popping it on when you go to sleep, earphones if you've got any, or not, whatever, just to help you to sleep at night. If you're feeling particularly anxious about anything that's happened over the past week or feeling a bit low, then just stick it on before you go to bed, or at any time that you can pop yourself off for half an hour on your own and just lie back and relax. But before I start, what I want you to do is just to think of 3 things that have happened today that have been good. And that can be as small as that you had a nice cup of coffee, or you've had a text from a friend, anything like that. So just think to yourself, what 3 things today have been good? The reason that I'm asking you to do that is just because when we concentrate on those positive actions and interactions that we do have in our lives, then our thoughts slowly start to become more positive as well, and we produce more happy hormones such as serotonin in our brain, which just helps to empty our stress bucket a little bit. Okay. Always a useful task as well is to keep a little diary, notebook, or even keeping track on your phone of just a few things every day that have been good, however small they are. Okay, so I'm just going to put the music on, and you just need to find somewhere comfortable to lie back and listen to this. Blanket just to make you feel nice and cosy, and just lie back and relax and listen. Just get yourself nice and comfortable and just start to relax, and just start to think about the top of your head. So many people don't realise that tension often starts in those little muscles of the scalp. So I want you just to think about those little muscles and the skin of your scalp, and just allow them to let go and relax. Now all the muscles of your face, just let them go slack. Your forehead and your eyes and eyelids, cheeks, mouth and jaw muscles. It's a wonderful feeling when you let your face just totally relax, because you can actually feel your skin settling and smoothing out. And it might mean that your mouth opens slightly, but whatever's best for you, just let it happen. Unclenching your teeth and relaxing your tongue, because the more you physically relax, the more you can mentally relax. Thinking about your neck and shoulder muscles now, and into the tops of your arms, letting all tension drain away as you think on down through your elbows, into your forearms, down through your wrists and into your hands, right the way down into the very tips of your fingers and tips of your thumbs. Just letting all those muscles let go and relax. And now think about your breathing. Noticing that you're breathing even more steadily, even more slowly, as you relax more and more. So you can let any tension in the chest area simply drain away. As you think on down to your stomach muscles, letting those muscles relax too. Then think down into your back now. The long muscles either side of the spine. Just let those muscles relax. and your waist and your thigh muscles as you think on down through your knees, down through the shins and calves, just allowing all those areas to relax and let go. As you think on down through your ankles, through your feet, into the very tips of your toes, all the muscles of your body, relaxed and easy and lazy. And now you're so beautifully relaxed. Nobody wanting anything, nobody expecting anything. Absolutely nothing whatsoever for you to do except to relax. I want you just to let your mind and your imagination drift. Feeling lazy, easy and comfortable. And I want you to imagine that you're standing on the terrace of a lovely old house. A house like a stately home or country mansion. You can feel the sun on your head and shoulders. Not too hot, just comfortable. And there's a gentle breeze playing against your skin. As you look around you, you notice an elegant marble flight of steps. 10 broad steps, leading down into a beautiful sunken garden. A garden where you sense peace, well-being and comfort. Make it really vivid in your mind. And in a moment, I'm going to count down from 10 to 0. And as I count all the way down from 10 to 0, I want you to imagine that each number is a step down this beautiful staircase. A step down towards this beautiful garden. And each step that you take is another step down into deeper and even deeper levels of relaxation. So that by the time you get to 0, you'll be as deeply relaxed as you can ever imagine. While still being able to hear and respond to all the sounds around you. So 10, take the first step down now, relaxing and letting go. 9, feeling more and more relaxed, no need to hurry, plenty of time. 8, moving down easily now. 7, deeper and deeper. 6, deeper still, your breathing becoming slower and steadier. 5, really relaxing now, just let go. 4, becoming calmer and calmer. 3, calmer still now. 2, more and more relaxed. 1, all the way down now to 0. And now you find yourself in this wonderful garden. You can feel the softness of the newly cut grass beneath your feet. As the scent of masses upon masses of brightly coloured flowers seems to envelop you. And as a gentle sound of birds singing, echoing faintly in the stillness of the air. It's almost a magical place, stretching into the distance as far as the eye can see, in all directions, with beautiful shrubs, tall, elegant trees, and an ornamental fountain, which seems to feed into a gently trickling stream. This fascinates you, and you wander to the edge of the stream and gently lower yourself down onto the soft, grassy bank, and just sit for a while, gazing into the cool, clear water, marvelling at the sense of tranquility that sweeps over you, and listening to the faint sound of the fountain splashing into the pool that feeds this gentle stream. After a little while, you lay back on the grass and gaze up at the clearest of blue skies. As you relax more and more, your eyes begin to close and you just drift off into a deep and relaxing sleep. And as you sleep, you have a dream. You dream that your whole body is becoming lighter and lighter, so light that you feel you must surely begin to float on air at any moment. And then you feel yourself just floating and drifting, gently supported by the softest of warm breezes. And you can somehow see through your closed eyelids that you're floating in a sea of colour. A warm sea of colour that relaxes and comforts you as you just drift, suspended in warmth and colour that seems somehow unreal and yet at the same time has a comforting, familiar feel to it. You're aware of misty reds and orange, soft, muted yellow tones, gentle greens and blues that seem somehow like clouds, and the deepest, softest indigos and violets that you could ever have imagined. And it begins to dawn on you that you're floating in a rainbow, a magical rainbow. Because in this rainbow, time and space doesn't exist in the same way that we usually know it. You might have floated there for just a moment, or for 100 years, maybe for a lifetime, or just perhaps for the blinking of an eye. You could have floated forwards in time to a time that could be far beyond our future, or maybe back in time, back before your own lifetime. It gradually begins to seem to you that you might even be able to float here for just as long as you wish, with this wonderful relaxed feeling, just floating and drifting through this magical sea of gentle flowing colours, where time seems to be suddenly of so little importance. You're still pondering on these thoughts when you feel yourself beginning to float gently downwards, lower and lower, softly sinking down through this beautiful rainbow, becoming even more relaxed, even more lazy, until eventually you've realised that you've stopped floating downwards and you find yourself on the shore of a tranquil lake, a large tranquil lake, surrounded by softly rolling hills that are shrouded in a gentle silver mist. There are trees and sweetly scented flowering shrubs and grasses growing at the water's edge, and everything is bathed in a beautiful golden light, a golden light that seems to bathe everything in its warmth, and you find yourself marvelling at the sense of deep calmness and comfort that seems to fill your entire being as you stroll lazily along the sandy shore of this wonderful lake, noticing with a sort of lazy curiosity that it seems to be constantly changing colour, subtle changes blending so smoothly that it's difficult for you to know exactly when limpid blue has become a deep, soft violet, or when that deep violet became a relaxing, translucent green. The changes of colour fascinate you, and you settle yourself down onto a small, smooth rock and just gaze out across the crystal clear waters. Every so often something, a fish maybe, just something, just breaks the surface, creating ripples that seem to flow gently and endlessly in all directions. Ripples that eventually lap against the edges of the rock that you're sitting on. You smile and lean forward to dabble your hand amongst them. And as you do so, you create yet more ripples. Ripples that shimmer in a kaleidoscope of different colours across the lake, interacting with the others and making new, ever-changing patterns. You realise that this tranquil place is a pool of all knowledge, and that while you're here, you're part of everything, and everything a part of you. And you find it easy, so very easy, to open your mind, to let go of any barriers to memory or learning. And while you're relaxing there, so calm and easy inside yourself, I wonder if you can imagine how wonderful it would be to be this relaxed whenever you want to be. Wonder if you can create an image of you right at this very moment, perhaps doing something that used to worry you, but looking so calm and so easy, looking as if you're just enjoying the whole process of simply being alive, just knowing that whatever causes those feelings of worry are just a passing thing, just a passing thing that soon will seem to be of no importance at all, because it belongs to yesterday or last week, or perhaps last year. I want to remind you, your life can be fun. Every phase of your life can be a joy. And of course, it all now depends on you, because you, and only you, can allow thoughts to live in your mind, and how you think determines how you feel, and how you feel influences the world around you. And you can learn to choose your thoughts of awareness of their power. You can seed beneficial thoughts in your mind, and day by day, you'll find more and more how important it is to choose your every thought with care. Because the thoughts you seed in your mind, the concepts and beliefs that you accept with feeling, inevitably become your own living reality. How you choose to think today influences all your tomorrows, and your life is too valuable, too miraculous to be left to chance. For this planet is a game player's planet, and the big game in life is a kind of treasure hunt with the real you as the hidden treasure. And the real you is a treasure worth finding. For you, there's no greater treasure on earth. And it's an easy game because life is meant to be easy. In fact, you can find your way to the treasure house within while you relax. So just relax and switch the polarity around, and focus your thought energy on how you want things to be, rather than how you don't want them to be. And withdraw all your thought energy from the problems, so that you attract the solutions. You attract good fortune like a magnet. Your mind now knows what you want, and what you want, or something even more useful, presents itself. As though what you've always been seeking has somehow always been seeking you. Seeking to find creative expression in your everyday living reality. And the incredible fact is that it has. And this is a fresh pattern that your subconscious mind will now carry forward, free from the problems and self-limiting influences that only arose through misunderstandings and false beliefs. You're entering a new world of experience, a new quality of life, a more elevated mental and emotional vantage point, from which the best options and opportunities in life are always available and will always be seen. Now, while you're pondering on all those thoughts, I want to tell you a story. When spring came, the house martins neared the end of their long journey back from Africa to their summer home in England. It had been a long journey. They were aiming for the rafters of a great old barn where, for generations, they'd raised their young out of the direct light of the summer sun. One particular bird, who tended to be more tired than the rest, was full of worries. "I'm sure that our nest will have been destroyed in the winter," she said to the bird who flew next to her. "Well, then you'll build up the foundations of moist mud, layer by layer, until there is a firm nest again," her companion replied. But the bird was still worried and said, "What if there isn't enough soft material to line the mud nest?" "Well, then you will search until you find feathers and soft, dry grass," her companion patiently replied. But the bird had thought of another concern and said, "What if there aren't enough insects to feed on?" "You will find insects," her companion patiently replied. "You're light, muscular, and have quick reflexes." But the bird had thought of another concern and began to say, "What if?" And her companion realised that there was no end to the worries of this bird. And this time she interrupted her and said, "Look around you. We've flown across the world. You're missing the mountains, oceans, valleys and rivers. This is the journey of a lifetime." For the first time, the house martin looked around her, alive to the present moment. She suddenly noticed the exquisite rolling English countryside, the warm sun on her glossy black and white plumage, and the soft currents of the air. And life, which had seemed so utterly overwhelming, was, in that moment, beautiful and glorious. Now, each and everything you do better than you've ever done before. You approach each new task with complete ease of mind, knowing that you're relaxed and in a perfect frame of mind, calm, relaxed and confident. Every day your confidence grows. That means that tomorrow your confidence grows, and the day after it grows stronger than before. As you practice being more and more confident, your confidence grows and becomes stronger as more and more. Your feelings of self-worth become strong and powerful. Each day, with each new situation, whenever you need to, you take control, calm your mind, disregard troubles, and you're calm, relaxed, poised, competent and confident. You are your own person. You go forth into the world looking forward with a new and determined optimism. For you're armed with new knowledge and understanding of the person you are, unique and special, your real self, confident in your own abilities to be true to those values that really are important, and to recognise what's false and inappropriate. Now you love and respect yourself for the person that you are, and you'll be happy with all that you do have. Yesterday has gone, and with it has gone all the influences that could make it different. Tomorrow is a myth that we can colour with imagination. But today, this very moment, all is real, and for this moment we live. And then that too is gone, either seized upon and enjoyed, or wasted. You can choose too, which reality is yours, and you will you not? And now you can start rightly enjoying all the things you want to do. And when you're ready, you can either slowly start to open your eyes, or you can continue to drift and dream.